Welcome back to Bryer CD Showcase. I'm Bryer Cisneros, and today I'm doing something a little different today. This is actually the first where I'm actually going to talk about something besides music, and we're going to talk about another passion of mine, which is video games. And as you can see behind me, what I have in this box is a Nintendo GameCube, and we're going to be unboxing it. So let me go ahead and explain why I got a GameCube. So to put it simply, we never really had much gaming consoles growing up. I had a Wii, I had a PS4, but pretty much all of them broke down at certain points. So there's been always gaps in my console gaming experience. I've always been more of a PC player, but I've always really wanted to get an old console because a part of me, that old soul of me, just had to creep in and wants to get into the retro gaming market. So I thought a GameCube would be a good start because it's not too expensive. You can get a good one off eBay for a pretty reasonable price, I'd say. And so yeah, hope maybe sort of start with the GameCube. Maybe we'll go on to other consoles. But for now, a gaming console is good. Is a good start. So without further ado, I'm going to open this up. Now, before I do, one more quick disclaimer. Please note that this does not mean I'm going to be talking about games very often. I do want to start talking about more, but music is still the mainstay on the channel, so I'm not going to deviate too far from that. You know, video games and music are kind of similar, you know. I mean, a CD and, a video game disc, they share the same medium, I guess. I'm stretching it, I know, but regardless, let's go ahead. Let's open this up. Alright, so here it is. Obviously, I had to scribble all the information out for obvious reasons. So, without further ado, let's get the box cutter out and let's open it up. And of course, we'll also test it out to see if it actually works, because it came all the way from North Carolina, so we're going to see if it survived. So, let's do it. No going back now. Didn't even get a good cut in there. Try again. I think I got it now. And this package also comes with 3 games as well, which I'll show those too. Hopefully this is exciting. The box is looks a little beat up. Well, it came in bubble wrap, so that's a good sign. I can definitely see it, and I can see the games already that this came with. Take a look. So this person also sent Madagascar, Spyro, and there's one more. It might be in the console itself. But let's just take a look at these games. So they don't come with manuals, which is fine, I guess. And this looks pretty good. That to the side. Let's check the Spyro. I'm not sure if these games are any good, by the way. I didn't really do much research into these. Again, also looks pretty good. Alright, this is the controller. Let's open it up. And of course, if you're noticing the video in the background, I'll leave a link in the description so you can go and check that video out for yourself. It's actually pretty good. It's a nice little documentary on the console itself. Okay, let's unwind the cord. Now, people always say the GameCube controller is one of the best controllers ever. Yep, I can definitely see why. This definitely feels very sturdy. All the buttons are in a nice little area. You got the 2 joysticks here and the little D-pad. Of course, you got pause and start. Shoulder buttons. And then you have this random Z button on the side. Again, it's kind of funny they don't have it on the other side, but I digress. All right, cool. Here it is, a lot of the wires that you need. Here are these cables. Luckily, my TVs have these, so we should be good to go. And now let's take a look at the console itself. Move the box now. I don't know if you can actually tell, but I'm really excited. There's almost there. Trying to be as careful as I can. Look at that. Now that is a beauty. There's some wear on it, but again, as long as it plays, I'm totally happy with it. But let's see if that third game is in here. So I believe this is the open button. Yes, it is. And there it is. And this also came with Looney Tunes, back in action. And again, this looks pretty good actually. So I'm gonna have to put this in the sleeve though, just to make sure it's safe. But there you go. That's a nice sound. And then this is the on button. There's the reset button. All right. Then you have the slots to put memory cards. You put the controller in here. There are the ports. Then on the bottom, you have all these other areas. You can attach stuff to it. Okay, I'm not going to open them up, but you get the idea. All right. So, awesome. Now, let me just get in frame here. I'll do the best I can. But a little bonus. I actually bought some other games for the system. I originally wanted to unbox them in this video, but let's just say...
Hey, buddy. Come on. You know you want to open us. Yeah, you know you want to open us. We just want to be free from our prisons. What are you waiting for? Let us out. Just come on. Let us out.
I was weak. But regardless, so now let's go ahead, let's cut to the TV and let's hook it up and let's see if it works. Okay, here we are. I tried really hard, but I was just too weak. So here we are. So let's go ahead and unbox these. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this one. I'll get to this one second. There's a reason for that, and I'll explain when we get there. So we'll put all these to the side. All right, there we go. So the first game I have here is Animal Crossing. Does that look cute or what? All right, let's look inside. All right, look at that. It even has the manual. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the disc first. Let's just see how well it is. It's a little bit dirty, but according to the person online, they said that it was still pretty good. Still plays really well. So we'll find out when the console shows up. So you have this, some warnings, which is, who reads this stuff? Honestly. Here's this little ad for the Game Boy Advanced. And then here's the actual manual. Let's just look inside. All right, so it just tells you, here's the controls. Just let you know the basic foundation. I really do love the colors this has. All right, so there's one thing that's actually missing here. And if we go back to the cover, you see it says special present on card, memory card 59 included. Well, if you look inside, it's not in there, which is what this one's for, hence why I wanted this one to go second. So let's do the same thing. Let's go ahead and open this one up now. Slide it out. Here it is. Look at that. Now there's some wear on it, and I was aware of it. There was pictures in it when I looked at it. Just open it back up. Just slide it in. There you go. Now you got a complete pack. Alright, so that's Animal Crossing. Can't wait to play this one because, you know, this was the inspiration to one of my favorite games, which is Stardew Valley. So would love to know where it all began. So let's go ahead. Let's head to this one. This one came second. And let's see what's inside here. Alright. This one is Luigi's Mansion. Now this was one of the launch titles to the system, which was kind of in how should we say, this was kind of a very risky move because when the GameCube launched, it didn't launch with a Mario game or a Zelda game, but you got Luigi, which is many people thought, what the heck? I don't want Luigi, I want Mario. Okay, again, you see some wear on it, but I'm not one of those collectors where they have to be as pristine as possible. As long as it's, you know, presentable, then I'm perfectly fine with it. Let's go ahead and open it up. All right. This one also came with a manual. All right, this one looks pretty good. It's a little bit, but overall not too bad. Again, tells you the controls. I always love if I can find complete copies with the manual. It's always like a nice little bonus because it does give you a lot of good tips on how to play the game and maybe some facts I didn't know about. I wouldn't have known. All right, and then finally we have this box. Now this one's probably the crowning jewel, at least to a lot of people's eyes, and it comes in extra packaging. Well, at least they cared about if this came safely. I mean, for a game like this, they better be. And here we are. This is Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Now to many people, this is probably one of the best Zelda games out there, and one of the most controversial ones when it first came out because of the art style was very different to what people were expecting. I mean, if you look on the back, of course you have Link in this cartoon style, which many people didn't really want. They want something a bit more gritty, something a bit more edgy. Of course, later on they would get that wish with Twilight Princess, but many more people I found speak more highly of Wind Waker nowadays, so definitely looking forward to play this one. Now this one does not come with the manual, but it does come with the other inserts that would have came with. Again, just another ad, which doesn't really work anymore. Another ad for the Game Boy Advance, I'm assuming. And then you have the warning stuff that nobody reads. And let's look at the disc. Again, looks pretty good. No big stains or scratches or anything, so that's perfect. There you have it. Those are the games that I got for the Nintendo GameCube. All right, so without further ado, let's cut back to the other guy. All right, so here we are. This is the TV we're gonna hook it up to. By the way, this is just another part of my room. This is the part I don't like showing, but regardless. So let's go ahead, let's hook it up. So I'm gonna first start with the cables itself. So here we have the box. Okay, cool. Now let's go ahead, let's hook these up to the TV. Okay, I think that's in. Now let's get the console itself. All right, there we go. That's it. All right, let's moment of truth. Let's see if it turns on. Make sure I did it right. And It's on. Perfect. All right, so now we gotta find the channel. So give me 1 sec. Okay, got the remote control. Now let's find the appropriate channel. Okay, we're reset. Okay, now worry. Actually, I just want to turn it off real quick. Let's actually do it for real now. So, 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure if that picked up, but regardless, it's working. So it says we have to first do a whole calendar thing. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, so I go ahead and did that. So now let's turn it back off again. So now let's really give a good test. So I want to test Animal Crossing out first, because that's the one I was most nervous about, especially how it looked. So I'm going to go ahead and take out the memory card. Insert it. Cool. Take out the disc. Here it is again. Okay, disc gets inserted. Close it up. Turn it on. In the moment of truth.
Nintendo.
Ooh, it's starting up. It does make a noise though. Press start. But it's going. Cool. All right, sweet. So that's all I need to know. No issue whatsoever. Sweet. All right, let's go and turn it off. So now I want to test out the other ones while we're here. I'm gonna try out Wind Waker, and then I'll check Luigi's Mansion off screen, but we'll try Wind Waker, and then we'll call it here for today. And okay, it's starting up. Here we go. That's it. Sweet. All right, well, there's not much for me to do, but let's go ahead and cut back to me on the chair. Let's do it. So there you have it. That's my unboxing of the Nintendo GameCube. Definitely looking forward to be playing around with it. So last thing before I go, just make sure, again, this does not mean I'm changing the content here. Music will always still be the main topic I'm going to be talking about, but every once in a while, I'll do a little video game video. Just why not? Just for fun. Again, just to mix things up. So hopefully you'll look forward to those if you're interested. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye for now.